All right, fellas. Wild change of events. I did tweet out that we weren't going to have a live stream because we couldn't get checked in. Eventually, they got us checked into our room. So we're going for like a 30-minute marathon live stream here. If you guys are, if you have any questions, again, feel free to leave them. Apologies, we weren't live for like 11:30 like we wanted to be, but there were some problems getting our rooms ready. I will drop our weekly rankings in the chat for free. Normally, you guys have to be like a flock member to see them, but I'm just going to throw them in the chat because we are late here. So if you just need a quick start sit, my rankings specifically have been updated as of the inactive. So you can definitely, go through those. Danny's been updated as of yesterday. So they'll still be pretty up to date there. But big shout out again. Real quick housekeeping. We do have an FSC sign up offer live on Underdog Fantasy because Underdog is sending us to this game. If you guys have used the promo code FSC and have not used a new customer special, or if you want to sign up on Underdog now because you've never signed up on Underdog, you actually can get a bonus for the Bills Cowboys game of Tony Pollard half total yards, and we will build out some pick'em slips. Danny, you already tweeted yours out. I'm gonna build mine out just because it's a 4 p.m. game, so I'll build mine out with 4 p.m. Stuff. And we are, like Danny said, going to be live for the Sunday Night Football game. So during Sunday Night Football, the Jaguars and Ravens game, we're going to be live for that game, going through, live tilting, doing some best ball drafts and, all that kind of stuff. So after we get back from the Bills game, we'll be live around, 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So let's try and get through as many questions as possible. Again, our weekly rankings are live there in the chat. So if you guys do need those, feel free to check those out if you just want to get a quick buzz in for a start sit and then good to go. And then also I'm going to drop the Underdog sign up link. If you guys want access to that FSC sign up offer, the sign up link is listed there. You get 100% back up to $100 with the promo code FSE. You have to use the promo code FSE to get that Tony Pollard special, but let's get into some questions here. So Dylan says, with Geno listed as questionable, should I start Murray today? Projected to win in the playoffs. I would have started Murray regardless. Yes. So I would definitely go with Murray there. I'll let you answer some questions.
No, I was just going to say Kyler, I believe I have as my quarterback 10 on the slate. So I mean, like, even if Geno were to play, he would more so be a fringe top 13, 14 guy rather than Kyler. So yeah.
Spicy Yacht says, yo, what's going on, Spicy? Goat No Billy says Taysom Hill or Dalton Kincaid full PPR. I'm rolling with Kincaid there. Given the PPR scoring and the fact that Taysom is coming off of an injury, I would probably just go with Kincaid's a little bit easier projection there. Yeah. We also have Fig says, who do you guys think I should start Chuba over A-Chain if A-Chain does
Sounds
play?
Like he's playing.
So yeah, A-Chain is going to play. They play at 1, right? Not at 4?
They play at 1.
So he's officially active. We don't exactly know how much he's going to get the ball because he was, pretty limited with that turf toe injury. So I'm a little concerned for A-Chain. I have him, I believe, is my RB 17 in my rankings. So I downgraded his like traditional usage down a little bit, even though it's a good matchup. If he was full go, I'd probably have him and Mostert as top 12 plays, but A-Chain I have downgraded a little bit, but I do still have him ahead of Chuba. So I would personally play A-Chain.
Yeah, I would go with Devon A-Chain as well.
Jeff says play Trevor Lawrence and hope that Hurts plays. Sorry, was able to grab Mariota just in case. What are your thoughts on that? You going to roll with Mariota in case Hurts is out, or are you just going to play Lawrence?
That's pretty tricky. I probably would do Hurts and Mariota.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to have Hurts on my bench in the fantasy playoffs. That would just feel disgusting.
Not to mention, like, worst case, let's just say Hurts doesn't play. Like, Mariota would probably still be a fringe top 15 level guy because of the rushing alone. So, I would just go with Hurts Mariota. Yeah,
I'm on the same page there as well. You've got a kicker question. Justin Tucker, Brandon Aubrey. Conditions could be a little shaky today for the Bills game. I would go with Tucker, but I mean, those are probably the top 2 kickers on the week for most teams anyway. So, hi guys, full PPR, pick 2 from Zay Flowers, James Cook, and Jaden Reed. Flowers is very easily one of them for me. I think with Cook, the performance that he's had since Joe Brady has taken over the offensive coordinator job is that he's been getting a lot more targets. So I would go with the first 2 there, Brendan.
Agreed.
Fantasy playoff time.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Baby. Let's go.
Wait for Hurts or start Murray. See, this one's a lot closer than I think than the Lawrence one because Lawrence has a much tougher matchup than what Kyler has a tougher matchup too, but
I think see, the thing is like there's a difference between Trevor Lawrence against the Ravens and Murray against the Niners, and people might say, well, the Niners defense is phenomenal. It's like
Murray's just a better projection.
That, B, the rushing, C, the Niners have actually been susceptible to outside wide receivers this year, and it's basically the only way you can move the ball in that defense. So,
Kyler can always rush in a touchdown as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is brutal, man. Like, I really don't want to sit Jalen Hurts in the fantasy playoffs, but I think given the information we have now, I think I would probably go with Murray in this question. But Murray is probably the cutoff. Like, if you don't have Stafford, Murray, Purdy, somebody like that, I think I'm going to roll and wait for Hurts and maybe pick up Mariota if I have to.
I agree.
Flowers or Rice, full PPR. That's close, man. But I think I like Flowers slightly more.
I like Rice.
Really? You like Rice more than Flowers?
Yeah, I like Rice. We did see a snaps uptick to 85% snap share this past game. If we're assuming that he's playing over 80% of the snaps moving forward, I'm going to trust the implied points of that offense. I'm going to trust Patrick Mahomes, one of the best pocket passers in the NFL, the best pocket passer in the NFL. And if Rice, like I said, it becomes a full-time player, the opportunity there to be the second pass catcher on the Chiefs is pretty exciting, to say the least. I think he's going to be a top 15 wide receiver the moment he plays 100% of the snaps.
I don't disagree with that take, but Flowers has been outstanding the last 2 weeks.
They're close for what it's worth.
Flowers has the Jaguars secondary, which is pretty easy, and the Patriots are tougher. And
for sure.
I don't know if this is true or not, because given their geographical location, is that game in Flood? Do you know if that game's in New England or if it's in See, if it's in New England, we also might have some weather conditions in that game as well.
I mean, to be fair, that
it's raining apparently.
To be fair with Rice, his prototype also like lends itself to those type of conditions because he's more of a possession, target based type of wide receiver rather than like a Gabe Davis, for example,
or MVS or something.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, that's close. I think I would go with Flowers given the full PPR scoring there. Thanks for all the content this week. Data has really helped. No problem, Brennan. Again, if you guys are still alive, you're still active, you're trying to win your championship, and there's anything specifically that you want to see next week that maybe we didn't do this week, like again, let us know, because this is the time of the year that you guys need the most possible information to make proper decisions and all that kind of stuff. So we will 100% oblige whatever you want. Started all Laporta, Amon-Ra, and Gibbs last night. You love to see that. The triple onslaught
Amen.
With the 5 touchdown game from Goff is elite. Full PPR start to Metcalf, London, Saquon, and Garrett Wilson. This is a tough one, man. I like Metcalf the most of this group because the Eagles secondary has been like brutal recently.
Saquon's probably 2.
Saquon and Garrett Wilson would probably be my next 2.
I go Saquon easy.
I like Garrett this week, man. In full PPR.
I do, but at the same time, like Saquon Barkley is going to get a boatload of touches.
Yeah, he's the safer play for sure. I think Wilson and Metcalf are the ceiling plays here, but if you want to go with the like cleanest projection, I'd say Metcalf and Saquon are probably your guys there. Cody says flying home from the West Coast this morning, so I'll have to miss football while in the air. Dude, I would pony up for the Wi-Fi on the plane if I were you. It's 100% on. I would
put some red zone on.
Yeah, Bush with the Bills jersey. Yeah, I'm repping an Allen jersey. I got because we live in Southern Ontario, a lot of Bills fans are around us, and my buddy's a Bills fan. He lent me this one. I got Josh Allen in my home league going today, so I got to rep the Josh Allen jersey.
I got Mr. Rain Dakota Prescott, baby.
Yeah, Doc. Spatty K says, sup, fellas, full PPR, pick 2. Ridley, Ken Walker, and London, and H-N. So,
H-N London.
Yeah, I don't hate Ridley this week.
I don't either.
I see. I might be on an island here. I don't want to start HN this week, man. I've seen a lot of fantasy docs say that it's hard to play through turf toe. It's easily re-aggravated. He hasn't practiced all week.
Can you sit Devon HN if he goes off? Like, are you going to be able to look yourself in the mirror that you sat Devon HN in a playoff game and he does go off?
I agree with you, but it is full PPR, so that lends itself towards the wide receiver position. I think I would go Ridley in London. I know it's gutty to sit HN, but I think it hurts more to have like a donut or something in your lineup because HN got hurt and left the game early, rather than the upside that he has a monster game. Because I think it's far less likely he has a monster game in this game environment when he's coming off of an injury, as opposed to like, I think Ridley and London could both have big games today. Like, I know Baltimore's tough against the pass, but they're without Kyle Hamilton probably, and I think. Okay, our phone's ringing in the room.
Fucking awesome, right?
Yeah, Flood, if you want to answer that, if you don't mind.
Unbelievable.
Michael says, sup, fellas, Hurts is questionable. Do you want to use the super flex spot? Nobody? Yeah, literally. That's what happened to me earlier.
Yeah, keep ringing.
They're literally like Nicky 9-dooring our fucking phone right now. Yeah, do you wait to use the super flex spot for Hurts/DK, or do you play Kelsey at super flex tight end premium?
Kelsey.
Yeah, I would just roll with Kelsey as well. He says he has DK as a pivot though. Like, I would just play Hurts. How is Kelsey not in your starting lineup?
Who's your tight end? He's my tight end 1.
He must have started Laporta, I guess.
Fair.
This is a crazy question. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever seen a question like this.
This is like completely out there, man.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, Michael, like I would start Hurts, like go in with the intention of starting Hurts and then play DK. Yeah. Kelsey's got to get in your lineup somehow, though. I'm sure you have other flex plays that are worse than Kelsey, and you need to get Kelsey in there.
Dude, unless you have a completely nutted lineup, like this is just the most insane question I've ever seen.
Yeah. Jose says, I'm hoping that CMC, Kittle, and Ayuk do bad so I could win, but that wouldn't happen. I hope that doesn't happen because I have Ayuk this week.
I hope CMC doesn't go off for what it's worth.
Yeah, same. Start 2, Hurts, Kyler, and Lawrence.
Hurts, Kyler.
Yeah, I'd say Hurts, Kyler. But again, this is back to the other question.
Can you pick up Mariota?
Yeah, can you pick up a Mariota or somebody to pivot to in case Hurts is out? I think, again, follow the reports closely leading up to Sunday. Because the nice thing is Lawrence plays on Sunday Night Football. So if we know that Hurts isn't going to play by Sunday night, then you can just play Lawrence. But I will say, like, I would just aim to play Hurts and hope that you can pivot to Mariota if a worst case scenario.
We got to make sure
Yeah, do you mind, Flood, do you mind grabbing my phone? I have no idea where the fuck it is because I want to actually make sure my lineups are set. This is crunch time here.
Yeah, man.
Mitchell says it's over there.
Wait, so it shows you when Twitter joins. It doesn't show that on my end usually.
I don't usually see that, to be honest. Yeah. But anyways,
did they update it maybe
it's an updated thing. Who should I start? Pick 3 wide receivers: Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Rashid Shaheed, or DJ. Okay, so DJ Moore's in my lineup. Yeah, no questions.
Smith, Waddle, Moore.
Yeah, Smith, Waddle, Moore is definitely who I'm going. I like Reed this week, but I wouldn't play him over these guys.
Fields over Sam Howell, even though it's pretty close.
Yeah, Fields over Sam Howell as well. And then Zeke, Henry, or Pollard.
Oh, it's a lock, but I mean Zeke.
You have to sit Zeke here, though. Henry and Pollard are better plays.
I agree.
Yeah, tough questions though for sure. It looks like we got a super here from Mark. Appreciate the super. He says start 1 CEH, Keaton, Foreman, Gabe Davis. Need upside? You got Gabe Davis just staring you in the face. If you need upside, that's your guy right there.
Amen. And like we mentioned, like the game environment obviously is going to be affected by the weather at hand here. But at the end of the day, too, once the Bills are in the red zone, like Allen creates out a structure, Gabe Davis catches one on the back pylon. Like we've seen that multiple times. So
yeah, for sure. Hi guys, full PPR. Start 2 from Jaden Reed, James Cook. I think we answered this already, but we are sitting Jaden Reed. Casey says we're rolling with both Finns back over Lockett. I would.
Well, you benched Higgins.
That is devastating. That is devastating.
I know when you asked, I said Higgins over Lockett.
Yeah, no, he would have had to roll with both I think it's a start 2 out of 4 by the looks of it.
No, he benched Higgins over Lockett. He said.
No, he said we're rolling with both Finn's backs over Lockett, and he said benched Higgins, unfortunately. So I'm guessing he had to start 2 of the 4.
Oh, someone.
So he's rolling with both.
I know
Finn's
someone
back.
asked me Lockett over Higgins or Lockett or Higgins. I said Higgins in a DM.
Yeah, unfortunate for sure, but I would say I would have. If you asked me this question yesterday, I would have played Higgins over Achane.
Fair,
because it sounds like he wasn't going to play Lockett, but the decision point for me would have been Achane or Higgins, and I would have played
as
Higgins.
We progressed through the week. Like that's like earlier on in the week, I would have said Achane, but like as we progressed on.
Okay.
That's
questions below. Okay, Holmes. Sorry, we're on one laptop here, so it would have been nice if you asked this. But must win. Who should I start in place of Tyreek to get the dub? Reed, Flowers, or Rice? Standard league.
Rice.
I want Flowers.
Really?
I want Flowers, especially in standard. Yeah. I mean, it was closer in PPR, but I want Flowers in standard. He's the bigger play guy.
I want Patrick Mahomes.
I agree with you, but I want Lamar Jackson against the Jags are horrible on defense. So I want.
I'll take Rice.
Yeah, I'm sorry we are not answering your question at all, but I'm going with Flowers. Sup boys, back from the vacation. How we doing? What's going on, Carlos?
Doing well.
Caden says McKinnon or Keaton, they both could see load increases. Keaton because of constant efficiency, Jet because his second fully healthy week. In full PPR, I think I would go with McKinnon personally.
Yeah, I think I agree there.
That's close though, because Keaton's leading the backfield in touches and snaps, but it's like 35% of the snaps and like 11 touches a week. Like the way that the Ravens offense is operating, I think I just want McKinnon there.
So I asked you this for I'll ask you this for my home league. I've been tossing around with this decision between starting two of Foreman, Wandale, and Jerick McKinnon.
Foreman, Wandale, and Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah.
Ugh. I mean, I'm probably not starting a Giants wide receiver this week.
Against the Saints.
Yeah, they're too good against wide receivers. I'd probably roll with the 2 backs.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning now too.
Okay, just making sure I got all my lineups set. I think I should be fine.
Especially too, another thing, by the way, is I'm projected to win in the matchup right now. I have 57% chance to win. So it's like at that point, just go with the running backs.
So if you guys were in my spot, both you,
Let's hear
Fled
it.
and Danny, would you, because we're going to the Bills game and because I'm already down, so Chan Hughes is beating me 68-24 right now. He had Ty Chandler, Jacoby Myers, and Amon-Ra play already. So I'm kind of down bad. I only have 24 because I had Zach Moss and I had Cortland Sutton play, and they both got like 12 points each. I'm down. I'm down bad right now. Would you play Gabe Davis over Trey McBride, knowing
Trey McBride would not be the guy of your team that I would bench?
who would be the guy?
Either Swift or Ridley. I love McBride
Or
this
Lockett
week.
too, actually.
I love McBride
I could
this
sit
week.
Lockett, I suppose.
Sit Lockett, yeah.
I think I like Lockett this week, man. I think he's a good
Not over
quarterback.
McBride, though.
No, not over McBride, but I think I like him over Davis. So I'm just not going to play Gabe Davis, man.
Yeah,
He's
fair.
just the type of dude that'll just sink your lineup anyway.
I feel like you're just hoping too much.
Yeah, it's hopium for sure.
Yeah, amen.
In case any of you guys that just joined here, we do have a special promo going right now. Because we're going to the Bills game on behalf of Underdog Fantasy. You guys, if you have used our promo code in the past, or if you've yet to use our promo code, you can go on over there to Underdog's Pick'ems and get a bonus Pick'em slip there with Tony Pollard half total yards. And you could have used our promo code 2 years ago and never used a new customer bonus Pick'em spread, and you can use that one. So make sure to check that out. And again, if you are not on Underdog Fantasy yet, you can get 100% back with the link that is in the chat that I'm highlighting right now. 12:33 p.m. is when that was put out there. Leonardo, JSN, Dotson, Godwin, Elijah, PPR, pick one.
And Dallas G.
Yeah, Dallas Goedert is the tight end. I think this is two different questions. And then
Godwin.
Yeah, I think I would go with Godwin as well.
Yeah.
He's not the sexy guy, though. Like,
He
he's
got 11
not,
targets last week.
he did, but I think the ceiling play is probably Smith and Jigba.
I would agree there, but with potentially no Geno, do you really want to risk that?
I think Geno's going to play based on
He's
the
pure questionable.
pure
apparently.
questionable.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw a report that says like maybe he's trending towards playing, but Aaron Jones in a flex status in full PPR for JSN. I'm worried about Aaron Jones, to be honest. He's coming off a multi-week injury. He's barely active. They have no other running back because AJ, like, it feels like he's active out of necessity to like save face that they're going to be able to run the ball. But I think it's going to be like probably 50-60% Patrick Taylor today, to be honest. Maybe I could eat my words on that, but I would just go with JSN.
I still got to go Aaron Jones.
Boys, I'm fucked. Pop Douglas or Demarcus Robinson.
Douglas, easy.
Yeah, Douglas and PPR.
Dude, Douglas
for sure.
is actually a good option, man. That's like a top 45-ish type of one.
Definitely a better option than Demarcus Robinson for sure.
Kelsey London flex Hurts at Superflex DK Insurance. So you like, why did you say Kelsey then?
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, if anything, why can't I get have DK as your insurance?
But DK,
Hurts.
yeah, I would rather just play DK over London, to be honest.
But the thing is Hurts doesn't play. You don't have another.
Right, but I don't want to sit Metcalf against the Eagles.
Okay, but what if Hurts doesn't play?
I get it. Yeah,
so
I get
I'm doing that.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to play that, because then at least you have the insurance of it. And
Yeah.
you know, London versus DK. I mean, it's a smaller difference than having to sit Hurts if he plays. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I think that's probably smart, to be honest. I think that's the right move.
Yeah. By the way, for this one, it's Zeke.
Yeah. 100% Zeke. 100% Zeke. Not even close for me. All right. Let me go back up to where we were. We have Mundog says, "What's up, fellas? Who would you play in the flex, Flowers or Elliott?"
What's the scoring here?
That is close, man.
Half or standard going Elliott, full you go Flowers.
I think I would take Flowers in any kind of PPR.
Oh, I take him.
I love
take Zeke in
Flowers.
half.
I love Flowers this week.
I do too, for what it's worth. He's top 24 wide receiver, but in a half PPR, I got to go with the 20-22 touches that Zeke's going to get.
Yeah, for sure. Wanye says Antonio Gibson or Drake London full PPR. Yeah, that one's closer because Gibson's going to be the starting back today. But I would go with London as well. Opponent has Sam Laporta. I was screaming at my TV last night. Yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Christian says, like, why were they still throwing the ball at the end? Dude, they were just hanging numbers. They were boosting their stats.
Dude, the classic Lions.
Dell, we got Tank Dell in the chat here. What's up, boys? DeAndre Swift or Jaden Reed in my flex? Oh, I'm going Swift, dude. I want Swift. This is the game that the Eagles get back on track from a run game perspective, so I want DeAndre Swift. Sit ETN and start both Swift and Reed. No, yeah, you're playing ETN and Swift there for me.
Yeah. I'm making sure my lineups are set simultaneously.
Boys, Zay Flowers or Achane, half PPR, worried about Achane's workload. I would be as well, and I would start Zay Flowers. Coach Speak Index tweeted out something about, Yeah, the Coach Speak Index expects a limited workload for Aaron Jones today, and apparently Matt LaFleur has a 75% reliability rating on usage. So I'm if you guys have Aaron Jones, I would treat him as a flex play, not like as like an RB2, a guy that's going to be like a workhorse this week. Like if you have guys that are like really good options, then play him over Aaron Jones.
Apparently, a bunch of Eagles insiders are saying that Hurts is a 50-50 to play.
Yeah, and I just saw a report that just came to my phone just a second ago that said something about what do we got here? Jay Glazer, Geno Smith expected to be a game time decision for Monday. So yeah, that one's a little bit sketchy. Yeah, it's not a great spot. I mean, best case scenario is if you guys have Jalen Hurts and you could free up a roster spot by dropping a handcuff, go pick up Marcus Mariota. That's the best thing that you can do.
I agree. Like if you have like Parker Washington or someone like that.
I mean, Geno's a game time decision as well. Yeah. So hell, you could even pick up Drew Lock as like a insurance piece for Geno or for Jalen Hurts or Geno.
Yeah.
Achane versus Dotson, full PPR. I'm taking Achane. Like that's that's the point where I would still take Achane, even though I'm worried about his workload.
Yeah.
By the way, so I have Hilaire and McKinnon in a league. And because I'm starting McKinnon in my one playoff matchup, I'm going with Hilaire in the other one.
That's gross.
I mean, like
I did it yesterday with Bryce Young and Nick Mullins. I had the same decision in 2 different leagues, and my dumbass decided to start Bryce Young in the league that I have Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson, and Nick Mullins in the other league. So I don't know why I did that. I should have started Nick Mullins in both leagues because I thought he was the better projection, but I was too big of a pussy to do that. So I decided to split that decision, and I should have split it the other way
because you would have had the stack.
I know. I don't know why I did that. That's what happens when you set your lineup when you're rushing.
No facts. Like right now, I'm trying to like sort. Like for example, by the way, dude, in No Flock, and I sent you an offer. I sent you a 4th for Mariota. You're not competing.
Sure.
All right, bet. Because I have Hurts in that league, so I'm like,
do I want to squeeze more out of you?
The fuck else do I have? You want to fucking?
Oh, you have literally no other picks.
That's what I'm saying. You want Hayden Hurst?
I'm just looking to see if you have a player that I would find interesting. Can I have Damian Harris instead of a 4th?
Go for it.
Cool. Damian Harris is a talented back. I don't care.
Yeah, fuck. I had Easton Stick on my fucking bench.
Yeah,
25 points.
Easton Stick had 25 points.
6-point passing touchdown.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I did not think he would have any points.
Look, the big play bonus too.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess he had to play catch up that whole game, so it makes sense.
He had 2 fumbles too. And
anyways, we have a couple supers here still. Lethal says London or Godwin, heavy rain expected in Carolina. I'm still going London. I'm still going London. I don't care what the rain says. Godwin's like not a good enough option to pivot off of London there.
I agree.
Mahomes or Stafford? Is JT back next week?
Stafford higher.
So I have Stafford higher as well, and that's a crazy discussion that we're having. But the over under the matchup, it's way better for Stafford. And potentially the weather as well for Mahomes. And JT is expected to be trending towards returning next week. It's not confirmed that he's going to be back, but given that Zach Moss is now banged up, I think that they're probably going to push him to come back. It's a thumb injury. It's not like he can really re-aggravate it. Just don't throw him any passes.
Yeah, facts.
The Eagles are letting Matt Patricia be the defensive coordinator now.
Oh, God. What? Matt Patricia is still in the league?
What? I didn't even know he was on the Eagles roster or Eagles staff.
Assistant Matt Patricia reportedly replacing Sean Desai.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Desai is brain dead, so.
I mean, is Matt Patricia really an upgrade over him?
I mean, calling a defense, maybe. Not head coach.
Matt Patricia, baby. Let's go.
I think he could still call a defense if you just make him focus on that side of the ball.
Remember, people thought he would be Dan Campbell before Dan Campbell? Like this fucking like gritty defensive mind. Even though Dan Campbell literally played tight end, people think he's a defensive minded coach for some reason, just because the vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he has defensive minded coach vibes for sure.
Yeah. Just a big fucking tone setter.
Okay, so it is 12:55. Let's see if we can knock out a couple more here.
Yeah. By the way, our apologies if you're like we're trying to get to as many questions as possible. It's kind of a scuffed setup right now.
Yeah, so. We would have loved to get to more, but again, our fucking hotel decided to drop the ball, even though I requested an early check-in.
Fucking unreal.
Acaden says JSN London. Yeah, London's my option here. Let's see if we can just like rattle off a couple. Low Elo Dud said already have the edge in my matchup. Yeah, just keep Achane in the lineup then.
Just risk it with Jalen Hurts and go with Mariota. Yes.
Get the supers going, like Taco said. These boys deserve it. Yeah, I mean you don't have to super us. We'll try and get as many questions in as we can. Yeah. I will post the weekly rankings. I'll post it one last time. If you guys are just getting into here and you you're not going to get your question answered because we're like behind right now. I just dropped the weekly rankings in our chat again. So if you want to just quickly buzz to the weekly rankings, see who we have ranked higher, that is who we would start over the other player.
Yeah.
Just in case we didn't get to your question. Again, we're giving it away because we didn't get to very many questions today. Luke, would you risk it with Jalen Hurts? And if he's out, go with Mariota, or just go with Sam Howell today? Sam Howell's another one of those. He's a good option. He's one of those fringe guys that maybe you could get away with it. Me,
true 50-50.
If you got Mariota available, I would do the Hurts Mariota personally.
Because like Mariota is an objectively decent option
for fantasy, not for real life. For fantasy, because he can run and he can maybe rush a touchdown in.
Yeah, I agree.
He's gonna hurt the rest of the Eagles pass catchers for sure if he's out there, but
that could be a nice Swift game.
Good morning, Steven. He says, morning, fellas. Thoughts on Achane? Roll with him or swap him out for Keaton? Those are not good enough options in my opinion. Jaden Reed's close-ish, but
he's a top 28 wide receiver for me, I believe, when I did my weekly rankings.
But I like Achane still better than that.
Same. The Jags team has bad weather too. 50 to 60 mph gusts of winds and storms. The Zay Flowers also had some bad drops last game.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know there was weather conditions in that game. That would maybe change my opinion on the Rashee Rice Zay Flowers, but not a good weather week this week, man. Facts. A lot of all the dome games are just shooting out. The Lions game yesterday and shit. Like all the dome games are just cooking, and all the weather games are going to be fucking 6 to 3.
Go Aaron Jones here though.
Yeah, I would as well.
Godwin or Rashid? Godwin.
Yeah.
Pop Douglas.
Yeah, Pop Douglas as well.
What do you think about Williams and Swift versus?
I feel a lot better about Swift than I do about Williams. Williams is still getting a good workload,
Swift still, man, like he's more of a mid-range running back too at this point.
Yeah, he is, but he does have. I mean, fuck, dude, you want to talk about the nuts? Giants next week and the Cardinals in Week 17 is pretty fucking great. To be honest.
I think
the last super. Oh, sorry.
Oh, apologies.
Justin James says, half PPR flex. This is either McBride or Gibson for me.
Agreed.
And I think I would probably go McBride as well, to be honest.
Love McBride.
Crazy that this is where we're at with the tight end position, but we actually have some great options now. So
crazy that we're at this with McLaurin too.
Spicy Out says Fletz there. Show us the hair.
Oh, the Fletsky bread basket.
Anyways, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Apologies, we did not get to all these questions. Again, check out the weekly rankings if you want an answer to that. And one last time, if you have used our promo code on Underdog in the past, or if you have yet to use it, you can get a free bonus pick'em special here with Tony Pollard half total yards. Danny had tweet out his slip already. I'm going to tweet mine out as soon as the games kick off. I'll probably do one for 4 p.m. What's going on?
New news. Geno Smith not expected to play versus the Eagles per Jay Glazer is what Draft Sharks tweeted.
Okay. So it looks like you guys are going to have to pivot off your Geno Smith and maybe pivot off of your, I guess I have time for this. Okay. Now in my decision, without Geno, you playing Tyler Lockett or you playing Gabriel Davis?
Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta watch. I'm going to the game.
Coach.
I'm going to the game. Come on,
coach.
I'm already gonna lose anyway.
Fucking right. No, I'm kidding.
I'm already gonna lose anyway. I'm gonna be mad if Geno cooks, but whatever. Or Lockett cooks, but whatever.
What if Geno just like says, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna come at the second half," and then no, I'm kidding.
Anyways, yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. We will be live later tonight. So if you guys want to tune in and watch the Sunday night football game with us, we will be in here basically doing what we're doing now with the game, kind of live commentary, doing some best ball drafts. Be a fun time. So definitely tune in probably around 9 p.m. Eastern by the time we get back from the Buffalo Bills game. And go Bills. Danny's going to say go Cowboys. Of course, we got to get a big – we're both in agreement we need a big Josh Allen game. We both have Josh Allen.
34-31 Cowboys. Josh Allen goes berserk. Tony Pollard, Dak Prescott go berserk, and I'm living life, and I'm going to the semifinal.
Yeah, we love to see it. All right. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully you advance to next week. Peace out. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.